a call because this milk tank's not keeping the milk cold enough. We found the condenser's really dirty, which is the main problem, but then we've also spotted we had a leak on here. You could see the gas bubbling out around the threads. So what I tend to do now, if I get one of these leaking, rather than remaking that flare, I change the valve and put a braze in one. I've had a few, especially lately, where I've redone them, and then a couple of weeks later or something, it's leaking again. And with the cost of travel and gas and so on now, it's you're cheaper just to put a new part in there. So we're going to change that. I've got these dusters, which is what I use to stop anything setting fire, because they're made of cotton. If you soak, I've got a little bucket, keep them soaked in water. Even if they dry out, they don't burn very quickly anyway, they just smoulder. Anyway, we'll get this disconnected, get all that dried out first. We don't want to get any water in the pipe, so I'll warm that up until it evaporates all the water out the threads, and then we'll get that disconnected, get the new one put in. Right, this system's obviously had some fluorescent dye in it in the past. You can see that red staining on the orifice. When they first brought the Spectraline dye out and we started using it, we did have a few issues where it would go waxy inside the expansion valve, and you can actually see, if I can get the light right, so all that down there is wax and dye residue inside that pipe. So we'll probably cut that just below that joint, otherwise we're going to have some fun trying to join to that. And just put a longer piece of 1/2 inch in there. Maybe once I've got it cut and we can get the sunlight sort of shining through there, you better see it a bit better. I have had them where they wax up so bad they block the orifices up. Right, I've got that brazed in there. I always wrap a rag around there and also around the little capillary pipes. It doesn't take much, just got to pass the oxy torch over it and you'll blow a hole in that. I did one of these once. I just caught the edge of the where the orifice goes in with the torch, and it burnt a groove across there, so we had to scrap that valve. Of course that was always after I've done that joint. Anyway, so that's that done. So we've got to braze this into the tank, and then we've got a little I usually put these in, the original ones were a flare fitting, but for a belts and braces approach to stopping leaks, let's try the other end. There we go, you get a little threaded adapter with a flat face that fits against the orifice and just braze it in. I think they recommend 15% solder. Instructions are on the box. They used to be, yeah, 15% AG, which is silver. Doesn't hurt. You can do everything with 15%. It just costs more. But if in doubt, go with a high silver content. You don't need to actually use silver solder with a flux. These are self-fluxing rods, so it just makes it easy. Even though that looks like brass, you just use the normal rods on it. Right, we've got that brazed in down there, which is a bit of a job because all the gas that was in the tank got burnt, and I don't know if you've ever had that, but it literally stops your breathing. So fucking mustard gas. Anyway, we've got that one done. This pipe here wouldn't bend, so we've heated that section up to sort of nearly red hot, and we'll let it cool down, soften that, and then we'll be able to get that angle bent straight so it'll line up with the valve.